Goff going to look to throw right away. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Goff now looks to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
We go, 76.
Goff on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Play action. It's Goff. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Finds the open target, Arnold. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And he used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up. Yeah, avoids the turnover. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, called it the 21. Throwing to start the drive. Strong. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Strong. And going deep for Hill.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Off-play action. Strong. He finds his target, Allen. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like
this is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Dolphins have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taking it about the 1. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them.
And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Throwing on first down. Strong. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins have retaken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 14-10. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
He finds his man, complete. That's Arnold. And they're able to get this one across the 35. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. the 37 on 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Goff.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Rowe.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now. Showing the other team.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. Finding space at the 40.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
That's good. Lions, first down.
On first down, gone. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
The Lions sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. But Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
He finds his man complete. That's Arnold. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Jack Fox now gets set to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Once again, it's Mostert. Pushes him over. Down to about the 32.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 24. 51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On fourth down, Strong. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
.158 left to play till we hit halftime. Second and 6 from the 10. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for first.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Dolphins 28, Lions 10.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
25-yard line.
Now a first down throw. Gone. Steps away to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
At the 32-yard line.
Here's Gone. And he rifles one incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Listen.
A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover?
What's going on?
Down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A very solid gain of 27.
Play Earth. You thought I was almost done?
They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
I think you got at least a good, yeah, I do.
Out of the gun. Goff. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there. It's 2nd down. They've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Arnold. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
I hope I know that.
The final shot before break here. Goff. And in for the Lions. Touchdown. Dan Arnold as time expires in the first half. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I guess what do we say? The end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it. For you and me, we live, we learn.
There's a lot of things you just named. I don't remember all of them.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for
To protect you? You said 10,000 rats?
The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.
I'll take the 10,000 rats.
Take it out of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here as the run back will leave him.
And then, I would get the, 7 buffaloes, 5 gorillas, 50 hawks. I'd take the thing.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
I'll take the 5 gorillas.
They go play action here on first down.
What you mean? You said 10,000, right?
And he'll get this into the hands of Hill. Complete.
No, bats or rats? 10,000 rats. 10,000. 10,000 rats and 5 gorillas. You ain't beating that. You ain't beating that. You ain't beating that. I got 5 gorillas too, boy. What else? What else we got? You got gorillas and what? No. No. Yeah, but I am. My gorilla's gonna handle that. And as for the rats, why? That's 2,000 rats on each. Am I doing the math right? No. Am I? No, I'm right. 2,000 rats each on each gorilla. You think they're gonna be worried about me? No, I don't. I highly doubt that. See, they can grab them, but they're not gonna grab every single one of them. And what they're gonna do when they can't grab every single one, they're gonna fall to the ground, and then the rats are just gonna pile on top of it. Eat it. I need hungry rats. I need hungry cocaine-fed rats. The cocaine rats.
Armstead out now following the
That
touchdown.
shit fucking. There was a movie called Rats. They weren't cocaine. No. It was just rats killing niggas. That shit was wild. He revived after he got shot. I'm surprised they showed the clip at the end of him with his kids.
Goff on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, here's Goff. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw is Goff. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
This is certainly a team that's proven it likes to target its backs through the air defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. This is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. The side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
Going deep here for Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for him.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage. Turn that into a pick-6.
That's how Beetle. That's how my boy Beetle was.
I expect him to do exactly
Look at you thingy. Look at you, Instagram.
That one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
What's this? It does.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
That's how you was, right? Beetle just.
In this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel
You're not in like that, right? You're not in public, right?
maybe beating the traffic in order to get
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got him. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Goff. They'll find Swift out of the
Hot dog.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Throwing again is gone. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
On first down, it's gone. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. And following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Charles, a nice play there, wasting no time making his presence felt for this defense.
Yeah, unless you got some pictures.
Around the league. A lot of people were surprised
It's
that
not.
he was available, and they let him go. And now he's going to make a big-time impact with his new squad.
Some people will just start listening to voicemails.
As he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line.
Damn, that's just depressing.
This is the National Football League. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Go off a handoff here to Swift. And he's got room. And he'll get into the end zone.
Yeah, but you still got those memories.
DeAndre Swift with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions
Yeah, they're never going to be there again.
Extra point by Batchley, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Here are the Lions now as they
Yes,
line up
exactly,
and
man.
kick this one away.
That's the sad part.
Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach Bob just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them drive there with a little bit more confidence.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Well, they got a takeaway on the last drive with an interception. How about this sack as a terrific follow-up? And that keeps pressure on this offense, and it could force them into more rushed decisions or another turnover.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have a Dolphins 1st down as this defense, boy, a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on 4th down. They hand it off to Mostert.
Catnip everything.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The 1st down
The evergreen.
5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show them a challenge.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. Now a chance to make that big play.
Kicking
Really
ass
it's 1st and
indeed.
goal just outside the 5. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point and good by Sanders. And they open the lead up now to 25. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Goff, he's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
He's got this complete to Williams. And he'll be forced out of bounds on the other side of the field. A big play there for Detroit. And even 40 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Arnold. He'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Detroit Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Again, Goff. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. 32 yards. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Batchley, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
49. Lions, 31.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game, it could very well turn out to be the shocker of the weekend. Not too many expecting them to come in here and win, and they're not just winning. Strong loses it on the hit, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drilled into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether it's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Now, we had the fumble last week. Now, here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Now Goff on 1st down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Kenny Young, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Oh, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Strong. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It's a big play there for Miami. 85 yards. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. It's a 1-yard touchdown run as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they open the lead up now to 25. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach.
Damn.
I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Dolphins.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting when you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Warren McKinley. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense.
So you good? You ready to play?
This ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into?
Come on.
This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything
Let's
looking
play.
good in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Dolphins, they
You
improved
got Madden, Bloodhound, Apex, UFC, or 2K.
And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for Detroit, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers.
Let's see. And Siege.